Hey everybody, I'm Shake. Today's video I want to talk about my favorite column speaker, which it fits everything I need, is the Evolve 50M by Electro Voice. Let me just get some specs for you, for those of you who don't know. It is a 12-inch subwoofer in a wooden enclosure. It has 8 3.5-inch neodymium drivers or transducers on the top speaker. It's 1,000 watts RMS. I feel like a lot of videos that I watch, they don't specify that, and when you Google it as well. So it's some speakers you'll find a peak wattage, and then some are RMS. So you want to compare the RMS value. Peak is not sustainable, and it's not accurate in terms of the power that it draws. So the Evolve 50 is 500 watts RMS on the sub, 500 watts RMS on the top speaker. It's got 120 degrees of dispersion horizontally or wide, 40 degrees vertically. It's got six channels in, 6 combo jacks or 6 XLR in, and then it's also got a mix out as a main out for a second speaker, and then it has a monitor out for either a monitor speaker or in-ear monitors, which is what I use it for, which I think is awesome, by the way. It also has an app that you can get on your phone or your tablet, which looks something like this. So then you can actually have your 6 channels. So you can have like vocal, guitar, bass, drums, and then you can change the EQ, the reverb, the condenser, the compression, master volume, auxiliary volume, and then you can save that as a preset. So I have 2 presets on my mixing my Quick Smart app. So I have like profile 1 is my vocals, my drums, my backing tracks, my DJ deck, and my vocal has like a reverb effect on it, just to give it a little bit more volume, to fill it out so my voice doesn't sound dry. The second preset, it's all the exact same, but my vocal has way more of a chorus, flanger, stereo delay, and it gives it this electronic, processed, almost auto-tune type sound to it. So when I'm singing songs like Linkin Park, Tool, there's probably another band I can think of, those are the 2 main ones, where my voice cannot keep up with that type of style, I can just put this chorus and it works really well. So the main things I love about this speaker is it goes up to 127 decibels of max SPL. So that's referring to it's 100%. If you put pink noise or white noise and you put it as loud as it can handle 127 decibels just. So from all the videos I've watched, it seems to be that you're getting around about 85 to 90 if you're playing rock, if you're playing dance music. Especially if you've got the sub cranked, you're not actually going to get 100%. So when it came to my research, it was most of my gigs I'll be running at around about 100 decibels. So it meant 100 times about 115 is your decibels minimum for your max SPL for your speaker. So if you buy something that's 115, you're basically going to be hitting it close to the limiter just to get to 100 decibels. And you don't want to do that to your speaker for 4 hours. What if you've got a lunchtime gig and it's outside in the heat? It'll just overheat, it's not going to work long term. So ideally you want to run your speaker at way below limiter, so that way you can run long term, no long term damage, and you've got a good speaker that's going to sound great. It's not going to sound it's not going to distort. So I gave myself a goal of minimum 125 decibels. So that took out the Vonix, the Behringer, the Alto, even the JBL, some of their JBL ones, and the Mackie column speakers. My criteria was multiple channels in, built-in mixer, ideally with effects, minimum 12-inch sub, and now minimum 125 decibel max SPL. So this particular speaker is 127. So I've never hit the limiter in my gigs that I've been doing, and that's both solo drumming and DJ. The other thing I love about this is the ins and outs. So if you have a look, I have my vocal on 1, I have my DJ controller left and right on 5 and 6, I have my drum kit on number 2 if I go mono, and then I have mix out that I can run to my phone or I can run it to a camera, so then that way it gets the really good audio signal for recording. And then the auxiliary out, I can get the auxiliary out, I can go straight to my in-ear monitors. I don't need a headphone amp. I can use the app for mixing, and I basically have in-ears, no mixer required, really minimal setup. It's been really good. So if you just got like a basic column speaker that has like 2 channels in, and then you have to have an external mixer, I would consider going to something like this, the 30M or the 50M, and then you don't need a mixer at all. And then you just save the preset on your phone. The other thing that's really awesome about this is, I covered the Quick Smart app saves all your presets, the multiple channels in, you can do in-ear monitors, and the fact that the SPL is just that little bit higher than the competition. And the master out, you can do a sub volume. So I can just have a nice balance mixed, and then I can put this volume of the sub to a nice level. When I hit close to max, so that's like 110 decibels, I believe it is, I can then bring the sub down just that little bit so I can push it a little further without limiting. But look, just a quick video, just wanted to put my 2 cents in. I feel like a lot of YouTube videos really cover the 50M really well, but they might miss 1 or 2 things that I think sold it for me. So for me, the in-ear monitor, straight from the sub, works really well, and then a preset EQ on the vocal. So when I'm doing more clean acoustics, I have one preset on my vocal, and then I have another preset with more of the chorus flanger and the stereo delay, I believe it is. And that gives it that almost auto-tune electronic sound, processed. Leave a comment if you've got one. Awesome to hear you're part of the club. Talk to you soon.